Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be very interesting because there are massive leaks about many that you must know about 3.1. So let's jump right in. First off, the 3.1 beta is live, so data miners are already pulling out wild stuff. Starting with our pink-haired powerhouse idol, Aemeath. Leaks confirm earlier rumors of her switching freely between human and mecha forms. Her animations are nuts. She's got 3 or probably even 4 liberation-style moves in her kit. The mecha form is super cute and detailed, with wings and armor that scream high-tech angel. Her outro skill apparently leaves a chibi hologram hanging out with your on-field character, which sounds adorable for team swaps. Aemeath's weapons include a mic, a sword, and some kind of cannon staff hybrid. The English translation of her signature weapon is called Eternal Morning Star, packing 588 attack and 48% crit damage. The effect boosts all attribute damage by 12%, and when you apply shock deflection or embustion, your resonance liberation ignores 32% of the target's defense and 16% of melt resistance for 4 seconds. This could make her a beast for elemental burst teams, especially if you're stacking debuffs. Next up is our handsome vampire-looking doctor. His animations are equally crazy. He wields a sword, sickles, and a full-on scythe, with attacks tied to gem or shard themes. In his liberation, he straight up opens a rift in space with a wand flick, and he's very good at CC. Luuk's weapon effect gives 12% attack boost, plus 20% basic attack amplification for 6 seconds after concerto or resonance skills. Hitting with basic attacks then adds 20% spectro damage and ignores 10% defense for 4 seconds. If he's a main DPS, this could synergize amazingly with quick swap comps. Now let's talk about the coolest MC in the gacha history. Rover is getting some love. Leaks basically confirms that Rover's next element is Glacio, which will be available in future version. But for 3.1, Rover is probably getting a new skin inspired by an Academy uniform. It fits the Start Orch Academy vibes perfectly. On the boss front, there's a new one called Unmarked Explorer, and to me, he looked like a giant astronaut but mecha style. His entrance felt similar to Mech Abomination from Court of Savannah. Leaks suggest it's going to be Luuk's signature Echo. We also have a new weekly boss, probably Exo Strider itself, with animations that go hard. One literally looks like a nuke explosion. The overall moveset reminds me of Dante's Sin Devil Trigger from Devil May Cry 5. And this one is obviously going to be Aemeath's signature Echo. Now, some speculation on banners. Phase 1 could feature Aemeath, Chisa, and Lupa for 5 stars, with 4 stars being Mortify, Tauchi, and Alto. Phase 2 might have Luuk, Galbrina, and Cantarella, alongside Sanhua, Lumi, and Yuanwu. Once again, these leaks are more of a speculation rather than a confirmation. Next up on the menu, our new map expansion. I don't have much here, except that the names might be Litong and Lumishi. I will share more with you as soon as I can. Now let's talk about new Echo sets. And this one's a bit confusing, because apparently we are getting 3 new sets. The first one is named The Wish of Mottled Whitewash. Its 2-piece gives 10% fusion damage bonus, and 5-piece boosts fusion damage by 10% for 15 seconds when applying Fusion Burst. And after outro, the next character's fusion damage jumps 25% for a bit. Ends early on swap though. Perfect for fusion-focused rotations. Second is Desire to Listen to Semantics. 2-piece gives 10% arrow damage. 5-piece ups Echo skill crit rate or damage by 20%, and Arrow by 15% for 5 seconds on Echo skill hits. Arrow mains like GN could love this. And finally, we have Star of the Long Journey. 2-piece grants 10% melt damage bonus. 5-piece increases crit strike by 20 and melt damage by 10% 4x seconds when equipped with Embustion or Shock Deflection. Glacio synergies incoming? Now, this is the confusing part. I don't see a set for our boy. Look, maybe there's a 4th set for him, and the leaks are not just out yet. Or maybe he uses Linnea's set. I don't know yet, but we will find out soon enough. Now, onto the QoL changes that really sound game-changing. First up, Jimberry says that character models from 3.0 onward get upgraded, with colorful hair highlights for that extra pop. Then, apparently, we can now modify Echo substats using modifiers. First 3 substats will cost 3 modifiers, last 2 will cost 5. But this is data-based, so actual implementation might differ. Then, there is Echo Merger getting buff, which can be used to target a specific set. Sacrifice any echoes, and output is from your chosen set only. But the downside is 5 sacrificed echoes will grant 1 new one like always, but there will be no bonus echoes. And finally, the latest motorbike utility works on water now. Zoom across lakes without sinking. Phew, that's a ton of hype for 3.1. If these leaks hold, we're in for mecha madness, better builds, and smoother gameplay. What do you think? Pulling for Aemeath or Luuk? Or maybe a previous character that you missed? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, subscribe for more Wuthering Waves updates, and hit the bell icon. Also, feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.